Boom, a boom, boom. He's Chef Track on the fast track. He's Chef Track on the fast track. He's shaking and baking and mixing and fixing nutritious meals, nutritious meals. He's Chef Track on the fast track. He's Chef Track on the fast track. His food is so good, good. His food is so good, good. His food is so good, good. Chef Track, Chef Track, Chef Track, Chef Track. His food is so good. Chef Track, Chef Track.
Hi, my name is Butch, and I'm here with my friend Alonzo. Hi, Alonzo.
Hi, my name is Alonzo, and this is a Chef Trick Adventure Show.
Yes, Chef Track Adventure Show with our favorite chef, Delmer Gill, and the Chef Track Band.
Hey, hey.
Enjoy faith, fun, food, friends and family. Faith, fun, food and family. Enjoy faith, fun, food for friends and family. With Chef Trek, you will enjoy faith, fun, food for friends and family. Faith, fun, food for friends and family. Enjoy faith, fun, food for friends and family. With Chef Trek, you will. Welcome to the show. We have a healthy, tasty meal. A 1, 2, 3 recipe by host Chef Delmer. Enjoy faith, fun, food and family. Faith, fun, food for friends and family. Enjoy faith, fun, food for friends and family. With Chef Trek, you will.
Family. Track you will.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host of Chef Trek, Delmer Gill.
Gill.
Once again, welcome to another Chef Trek Adventure Series. I'm your host, I'm Chef Delmer Gill. Once again, garbed as the swordsman, we're going to get the show started. As we are about to embark upon another Chef Trek adventure, it's always a blessing to be here as we have faith, food, and family. We'll worry about the sword later. Off with the turban, on with the traditional hat, and let's apron things up. Wonderful. I tell you folks, it's nothing but a blessing, a daily blessing. So we should all be thankful for the blessings in our lives. Now, this show is Beans, Greens, and Grains. And actually, we've done that before, so this would be Beans, Greens, and Grains, Part 2. So we're going to get started here. Now, this is going to be, well, all of our shows are unusual. But what we're going to do is we're going to take an assortment of things we have over here, combine it with things over here. Some things will be hot, some things will not. So let's get things going. Now, since it's in front of me, I've got some nice roasted corn that I had done. Now this was cut from the corn with salt, pepper, garlic, a bit of lemon, and onions and peppers. So now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take that, and we're going to come over and we're going to get some romaine lettuce. So we're going to just thinly slice our romaine. Carefully, 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 carefully. So, we're going to take our little salad bowl here, and we're going to put our romaine in. Now, of course, we're going to add some other things to this, but we're going to start with our romaine, and we're going to come back to that. But we're going to take some peppers, and we're going to take some red onion, because now we do have onions and peppers in our roasted vegetables there. Now, once we get things started, which we are doing now, we'll do a multiple of things at one time. And now, we're going to thinly slice our red onion. And we're going to cut them in half. And on this little end, we're just going to thinly slice that. There we go. Careful, careful, careful. As we always say, safety in the kitchen. Safety and sanitation.
Yes, it did. By the way,
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
Officer Bernard didn't.
Bernard King! Butch, Officer Bernard, and Chef Lorenzo, who is
what?
not, he's here, but he's not here.
Yes.
Guys, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I got so wrapped up in the beginning of the show, and you guys started the show, and you had Butch, who was that nice young man that introduced the show with you? Was it Alonzo?
Oh yes, Alonzo's a nice fella.
Well, we have to thank him. So we have celery we're adding. We're going to give a little stir. Let's move the phone out the way, Delmer. Okay. How can I tell her I love her? Yes, I will give my heart gladly. Baby Bella mushrooms. Careful, careful, careful. And we're going to use all these baby Bella in here. Oh, no. Can't do that. Y'all will tell on me. It's nothing worse than having telltale puppets. But they're such a blessing.
I'm not gonna tell.
See, I can bribe you with a cookie.
Ugh.
And it's a shame. I admit it, I bribe the puppet with a cookie from time to time. But if it works, that's all that matters.
It works.
Delmer, you're knocking stuff over. You're spilling again. I'm going to add a bit of soy to this with some addition of a fresh herb. Then we'll graduate to something else. We're gonna take a nice handful of our spinach. Now, we're gonna take a bit of our wheat berry, just a bit, and we're gonna cover our spinach, just a bit of our wheat berry, and we have some snow peas which we have blanched. And we're going to do the outskirts of this salad. We're going to take a wee bit of our spring mix just to do a little mound here. We're going to get that out of the way. We're going to put this to the side just for a minute because, hey, I wanted to do this anyhow, so let's do it now. And we're adding just a sprinkle of carrot. Now, we could have added the carrot later. It doesn't really matter. I'm just being difficult. Now, let's take some of our little cutesy peppers here. These are mini sweet bell peppers. I love these things. But you should be careful because oftentimes you'll get a hot pepper that looks almost like that, and it could be an awakening thing. Okay, now we're going to remove our little top here. We're going to cut them in half. We're going to take our knife and get rid of the seed cavity and some of the membrane, like so. Carefully, carefully. I'm being careful, guy.
I see.
Don't look at me like that.
Well, I'm just keeping an eye on you, Butch.
Well, thank you.
And Butch is watching you too.
See, you folks at home have to understand. See, and I'm fiddling around with my fingers. I often, you saw me come out with a sword, so either I'm a swords person and know what I'm doing, or I'm just crazy. You judge for yourself. Let's take a look here, and we can drop our temperature on this down to low because it's doing great. Now that we've got this business done, we can incorporate this into here as we have done with the other things. Now, in cooperation with our theme here, we have some canola beans we're going to sprinkle. And see, like I said, the wonderful thing about it is this is a beans, greens, and grains show. And the thing is that you can do this at home yourself. Whatever you decide you want to do with certain ingredients, feel free to do so. And we're still going to do something with our pineapple. And we're just slicing this one cucumber. And get out of there, get out of there. We're just going to add that in that spot there. We'll take the last one and quarter it. let's see. We'll add that here. Now we're gonna just put this here for a minute. We will come back to it. We're gonna wipe up a little bit of stuff here. We are. Back to our pineapple. Just in case we decide to use that. And no, it may not be a pineapple this time. And we're in a good season now for things like pineapple, cantaloupes, watermelons. Well, actually, if you know where to go, any time is a good season. There we go. And we're gonna slice this. Because actually we're gonna slice and chop. We're gonna hold on to this. We're gonna take a lemon. And here we go. We're gonna take our bowl. We're taking some cucumber. Okay, now we have some rosemary. And we're going to just give a chop, 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 chop here. We're going to incorporate our rosemary in here. And we're going to do a little more blend. Now we're going to add a little vinegar boost to this, and methinks it's going to be our scallion. No, we're going to add just a bit of scallion oil, just a bit. But I'm about to add a nice vinegar, and I'm trying to figure out who I want to use this time out. Okay, we're going to use our lemon. I have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful pineapple white balsamic vinegar from our friends in the Italian market. To here. And guess what? I'm glad I have this bowl. I have an idea for that. Okay, now, basically, this is this for this. We'll come back to all of this stuff in a minute. Now, I talked about this bowl because I have some couscous here that I'm just going to add in this bowl. And boom, 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 boom. And we're just going to mix this up in here so we can get a little hint of the pineapple. Just a little hint of the pineapple. I'm going to set that right there. Now, this time out. Ooh. Okay. I knew I was going to do this with something. See, this is what happens when you try new things. I better get a spoon. I'll feel safe. All right, I did want to add a bit of our dry garlic. And we add a wee bit, just a wee bit of salt. Now here's the scary part, and I do mean the scary part. New product. It's a chili paste made with sweet basil leaves, but it's a chili paste. It's hot. So I'm going to, you see what I'm doing? I'm using the other end of the spoon. I mean, in an earlier life, I could take hot, but in the present life, I like hot, but I can only take things in minimal. There's people that might use more than what I'm using, but for the sake of trying the new product, it's always best to be sparingly. Yes, that's it, no more. And remember, we're gonna have a slight pineapple-y taste on this because I decided to put it in the same bowl that we mixed our dressing in. We're gonna carefully just put this down the center. We'll get this out of the way. Right chair. And just going to take a little carrot and do that on the side as a garnish. Still a couple of tomatoes on here as a garnish. And if anybody wants to eat them, okay, that's fine. But right now, it's just for a garnish. And we're going to top it off with a wee bit of parsley.
Hi, I'm Vince Papali, the real life Invincible, and you're watching Chef Trek Adventures.
Butch, I'll do this under one way. What is it you always do when I give you a cookie?
Say thank you.
Yes, you do.
And
but
what else?
sometimes in the excitement, you bite me.
And I run.
So I hope you don't, but look, if you do, you do. But I'll be right there in just a minute. Matter of fact, let's get Butch, or should we get Butch and his cookie out the way now? Okay, we will. Butch, I'm coming around, coming around.
Thank you. Oh, I'm excited.
Oatmeal or chocolate chip, Butch?
Both.
Both?
Chocolate chip.
Well, there's a chocolate. You want the chocolate chip with the candy in it?
On the left-hand side of my jaw, and I want the other one on the other side.
Yes, Butch. All right, here we have it. Butch gets 2 cookies this time.
Boy.
Now, can't we say Butch has been behaving lately and he deserves 2 cookies? Okay, Butch, here's one. Just a minute, and here's the other one. And he didn't bite me. He didn't bite my hand. That's how he...
I'm Irene from the Cardenius Oil and Vinegar Tap Room in the Italian Market, and you're watching the Chef Trek Adventure Series.
So we have here a bunch of stuff. There's spinach in here, spring mix, canola beans, peppers, yellow, orange, and red, onions, carrots, and it's lined with some nice snow peas, which were blanched. Now, we have our special genealogy quick start salad. Let's put it down, Delmer. I can't tilt it but so much because my bowl is gonna do something. But here we have it. There we go. Woohoo! Ain't that something? Yes, move it like this. This is fun. We started off with our roasted corn and onions and peppers. And that was mixed in with the romaine lettuce. And it turned out quite well. Now there is a creamy dressing out on the table that would go good with this, or the pineapple, or you can have it as it is. We'll put a couple of vinegars out, or oils. Now, we're back to our soy crumbles. You can find this in most international markets, but it's soy, it's been dried. Now what I did was I resaturated it with boiling water and chicken seasoning. You can do this any way you want. Then I drained it, I rang it out real good. Then I put it in the 400-degree oven. Now here's our couscous, our black beans, and our pinto beans with some herbs. And this is actually our little hot item for the show. Basmati rice with kale, tomatoes, baby bell mushrooms, some onions and some peppers, and we have a little carrot on here for garnish. Now, this could mean that we have come to the end, I do believe.
Oh, excuse me there.
Did
you need my help?
I always need your help. Actually, even though this show is ending, but the band's gonna play a couple of ditties, then we'll be right back as Chef Lorenzo does the end of the show. So, Donna, Lou, Zach, George, play some music for the good people, and I'll be right back. My bag is weird. Chef Trek Adventure Series. I'm Chef Lorenzo. On behalf of the Chef Trek Adventure Series, I'm your host. I'm the chef here. But we want to thank George, Zach, Lou, and Donna. We want to thank Officer Bernard and Butch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Till next we meet, faith, family, friends, and food.
See you soon.
If you are a chef, budding chef, culinary professional, dancer, singer, musician, please come and let me know if you want to be on my show. Till next we meet, Chef Trek out.
Bye-bye.
I'm Chef Lorenzo.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Boom, a boom, boom. He's Chef Trek on the fast track. He's Chef Trek on the fast track. He's shaking and baking and mixing and fixing nutritious meal, nutritious meal. He's Chef Trek on the fast track. He's Chef Trek on the fast track. His food is so good, good. His food is so good, good. His food is so good, good. Chef Trek, Chef Trek, Chef Trek, Chef Trek. His food is so good. Chef Trek, Chef Trek.